What's up, everybody? Back today to talk about a new film that just came out on VOD. It's called Inner Demons. And the story on this one is basically, if you've ever seen the show Intervention, this girl's a heroin addict and the show comes to document her recovery, her intervention as the family, intervenes on her drug habit. They wind up sending her to rehab. But the story on this one is that the girl's claiming the whole time that she's possessed by a demon, and the only way she can control it is through this heroin and crap like that. It's pretty interesting. I mean, you find out pretty quick what's really going on. One of the crew members from this TV show that's filming the thing kind of believes her, and he starts researching it. It has a lot of stuff you've seen in the last couple years in every single found footage possession type movie, but that didn't make it really bad. I found myself enjoying it. There was some laughs. Let me get into the good and the bad. It starts off as a satire, basically, of that show Intervention, and I was enjoying it. I work with people that are coming off drugs and stuff like that, so of course I found it a little bit interesting. I love possession films. And this girl, her name's Carson, which I thought was hilarious. Total ripoff of The Exorcist, I felt. But that isn't where this movie stops. It imitates Grave Encounters, just every single, even Paranormal Activity. There's definitely a couple good laughs. There's a couple good jump scares, and I know saying jump scares are good is weird, but yeah, they still make you jump. It, breaks up the story a little bit, and they're well placed. It wasn't overused in this movie, and I thought they did them kind of cleverly, so I liked it. It wasn't the cat jumping out of the hedge or whatever. And the best part about this movie is the ending. It just blew me freaking away. I was kind of caught off guard. I guess I was lulled into this false sense of security because it's a kind of a slow burn of a film, your typical possession thing. You don't really get to see her acting out really bad till the end of the movie. But the last 20 minutes is when all the killing starts and everything's on camera. It's cool. This is a clean found footage film. Everything is in front of the camera. You get to see everything. Everything's clearly shot, even though it's technically a found footage film. So that was a good thing. In the ending, like I said, totally brutal. If you start the film, make sure you sit around to the ending. I love the ending. A movie you actually got answers in, not like the Paranormal Activity movies where you had to wait, for 5 minutes of action at the end and you still didn't get any answers. This movie had their 20 minutes of action at the end. We got our answers. We knew what the hell was going on. And at the end of the movie, it was clear what was happening. So I got to kind of love it for that. I got to say some of the bad stuff because there's a lot of bad stuff. Like I said, imitated every single found footage possession movie that I've seen, Grave Encounters. Every type of horror movie basically was found in this movie. You could name off probably 15, 20 movies. And then, of course, when the girl has her little scene where she's doing her possession routine, I always think that looks a little cheesy. And one of the biggest things was that it's a drug rehab, and maybe I noticed some more stuff, but they should have paid for a technical advisor because, the girl was strapped down in a room with nobody watching her. Totally illegal. She's recovering from heroin addiction. She doesn't even have a basin or anything. She winds up throwing it up in a trash can. All the scenes are shot supposedly on some sort of surveillance camera or, movie camera. But apparently nobody's watching the film. And I know that's the thing that happens in a lot of found footage. Nobody must be watching these movies, but you think if you're watching a subject that closely, you'd be watching what happens 3, 4 in the morning, right? Wouldn't you? Or you'd be watching when she's looking in the bathroom mirror what happens, right? But you got to suspend belief, to be a horror fan, I guess, on some level. Overall, I'll give the film a 2.5 out of 5, just because the ending was so cool. The rest was, your generic found footage possession stuff. Nothing great, but at the end of the day, if you run across it, watch it. If you've seen Inner Demons, let me know what you thought down below. Sorry for this setup. It's not going to be like this. Tomorrow I'm going to see Dracula Untold. I'm not sure if I want it to be told after seeing the previews, but if you've seen Inner Demons, let me know what you thought down below, and I'll see you soon.